Hello everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. Here to do another weekly wax update. So like I did last week, this week I will cover off things that I melted for the first time. So either new combos or just things I hadn't tried before. And then everything that I finished. So I'll do the stuff that I finished first, the empties, just because it's closer, I guess. So starting with this little scoop from L3 Waxy Wonders in Sugared Lavender Twist Boardwalk Mellow Clouds. Really nice scent. I really enjoy the Sugared Lavender Twist scent. Like, I've been really enjoying the sweet lavender scents from L3. I don't seem to like them from other vendors. For me, they take a really soapy tone, but L3's have been really good, both just the sweet lavender and the Sugared Lavender Twist. It's nice with the Boardwalk Mellow Clouds, like, it's a nice kind of airy, feminine, but kind of sweet scent as well. I find it really enjoyable. It's a really nice one for the bedroom for me. I'm not normally a lavender melter, but this sort of thing is right up my alley. Great throw. I wouldn't need a lot of it, but I would get that one again. There's a lot of samples this week, but they're all kind of just mixed up in the pile of bags, so I'll get to that in a moment, I suppose. So I'm really sad to finish this clamshell. So strawberry pound cake from Super Tarts. I mixed it with pumpkin pecan waffles. Great combo. I mean, it's a classic combo from multiple vendors, but I wanted to try it with Super Tarts because I love the Super Tarts strawberry pound cake so much. I just went, I was melting some strawberry pound cake pumpkin pecan waffles elsewhere in the house, and I went, look, I really want to do hers. And it definitely did not disappoint. It was really delicious. The strawberry pound cake comes through deliciously. The pumpkin pecan waffles, like, it's really syrupy and yummy, but it just, I don't know. It's a really good combo with strawberry pound cake. I'm so sad I'm finished this clamshell because Super Tarts just has the most epic strawberry pound cake oil ever. I do have 2 more shapes of it on its own, as well as some blends, because I did get the samplers. So I hopefully won't feel the urge to hoard those 2 shapes, even though I know that it's unlikely that this will get poured. I might ask, like, once Super Tarts does get into a rhythm with, you know, their new sort of structure, working from home, pouring kind of less frequently, if she does open up to sort of, if she's open to taking suggestions, I might ask if she can pour some band bags of it, because I really need it. Anyway, great throw, and like I raved about, I definitely want to get more of that if I can. I did this sample from Hayden Rowe and Jovi. So this is lime, citrus berries, vanilla, and fizzy pop. I didn't spend a huge amount of time with it, but it was nice what I smelled of it. It just smells like a really syrupy, slightly fizzy scent. Like, it mostly smells like a kind of, like, a lime citrus kind of cordial or syrup, or almost like granada kind of situation. But there is a bit of fizzy there, and it is definitely playing into the lime element of it, because fizzy soda to me is very kind of lemon lime heavy. So it was good. I don't think it like grabbed me, so I don't think I needed to get it again. It did throw quite well. I finished Super Tarts tea for 2, so I do have more of this. I have a clamshell of it. This one is tea and cakes, funnel cakes, and lemon iced tea. And it is fabulous. It is a newer blend from Super Tarts, and it's just the most perfect tea and cakes blend. It's like the lemon iced tea amps up the kind of citrusy tea element of the blend. And then the funnel cake is just a really nice kind of bakery oomph. So I really, really enjoyed this one. Like, it's definitely distinctly tea and cakes, but just enhanced, you know. Great throw. Definitely will keep repurchasing that one. Sweet Lavender Beach Nights from L3. Definitely just absolutely up my alley at the moment. L3's Beach Nights is very salty sea air heavy to me. And that's the way I like it. So this to me was like a sweet lavender salty sea air is what it smelled like, which I really enjoyed. I probably do need to get myself like a sweet lavender salty sea air blend. Like, I feel like Especially at the moment, I feel like that's the kind of scent I want in the bedroom. Yeah, and I love her sweet lavender. It is, to me, it is sweet, but it is a little bit on the herbal side as well. And it just, like I said before, so many sweet lavender scents to me smell super soapy. Hers does not at all. So I love that. I would get more of that one. I did this sample of boysenberry pancakes from Empire Alchemy. I melted it up here in my office. It was not bad. Pancake scents can be very hit or miss. Sometimes they just, there's kind of a doughiness to them that doesn't quite sit well with me. It's just not a favourite bakery scent to me. But this one was okay. And I think I'm surprised it was pretty good given that boysenberry, I haven't melted a huge amount of it, but when I haven't loved that much either. So given that it was 2 scents that I'm not really into, this was fine. Not something I feel like I need to get again. I think the throw is medium-ish as well. Like I could smell it in here, but it could have been stronger, you know. It was fine, and yeah. But yeah, just those 2 oils I think are just not my kind of thing. Finished this bougie bar from L3 in blackberry jam butter cookies, pumpkin pecan waffles, toasted mallow, and cookie therapy. This has been one of my go-to bakery blends lately. It is just perfect. Absolutely perfect. It's especially good for those times when I know I want bakery, but I just can't decide what direction I want to go in. If I want to go, you know, really down a really fruity kind of berry bakery path, or if I want to go into like really dense kind of things, if I want to go in a pumpkin pecan waffles direction. This just has it all, but it blends so well. And while the first bars of this, the first one, because I think I bought like 3 bars, maybe even 4. I did, because it was only the bougie bars, but I knew I wanted a lot of it, so I purchased a few. I think that the throw was not great when I first got them, but it is really strong now. Like 1 bougie bar piece in each warmer is more than enough to throw forever. So loving the performance, loving the scent, just absolutely delicious, well blended, slightly blackberry jam like bakery. So definitely will be a repurchase. I do have 1 more bar, I think, of it. But yeah, I want more. I'll need to take a picture of that one actually before I put the bag away, because I'm trying to keep a list of those L3 blends that I really do need to get again, so that I can do like 1 order this year. Savannah Blue blueberry ice cream. So vanilla ice cream with sweet blueberries. This one, it was okay. It wasn't anything special. It was just one that this week I realized that I have not been really paying much attention to my sample boxes. I've got 2 boxes behind me here. And that's not a great thing. Like, I specifically got a couple of, back last year when I was buying lots of those L3 Try Me samplers, I was buying, I bought like a few of summer samplers, and I went, okay, well that's fine. I'll melt most of these samples at summer, and then this summer I just haven't melted them. So I did go through this week. I didn't pick a melting box. I haven't been picking a melting box the last few weeks. I've just been every morning going and picking what feels right, and that's been working for me. But each time I pick what melts, I've been checking the sample boxes and just seeing if there's anything that feels like it fits. And yeah, look, this one's actually not a bad, given that I'm not a big vanilla ice cream fan, this one's actually not a bad creamy blueberry scent. Like, it doesn't have the kind of strange artificial vanilla ice cream tones that I'm not the biggest fan of. It just smelled like sweet creamy blueberry, but not like over the top blueberry. So I don't know if I'd do this one again on its own, but I feel like it would be a nice in a blend. Throw medium to high, I'd say. Yeah, it was fine. I don't know if I need to get that one again, but yeah, it was good. I meant to look the notes up on this one before I started the video, and I forgot. So Pacifico from Empire Alchemy. This is really nice. Okay, I'm going to do it. I'm going to look up the notes because this is bugging me. Okay. It's like salt-rimmed... God, I was literally just looking at it and I've already forgotten. Salt-rimmed key lime mojito and vanilla bean ice cream and something else. It is just a really nice creamy lime but zingy kind of scent. I do love a good margarita scent. I think that's what really shines through in this, but the creaminess is just Really, really good. So very much enjoyed that one. Other thing I'd say probably throw could have been stronger. I'd say it was like medium, but still it was nice. If I order from Empire Alchemy again sometime, I would get that again. I will say I've noticed that sort of two things are happening with me and the wax world at the moment. One is that obviously, as I've talked about in my videos, I'm not purchasing very little this year. And I actually just forwarded, so I had 2 things from Super Tarts, my Wax Wednesday from like last year, and are ready to ship from February. I forwarded them out the other day, and the shipping costs, particularly the conversion, was just, I just can't anymore. Like, I really need to only do bare minimum this year. So me cutting right back means that I can't buy from all of the vendors that I would like to. But also I'm noticing, and that I guess with everything that's going on with, inflation, I think people going back to work, not buying as much wax, costs of wax going up, cost of shipping, cost of everything going up. A whole bunch of vendors are scaling right back as well. And I saw Empire Alchemy recently is another vendor. So there are some vendors who are leaving the wax world. And then there are others that aren't leaving, but they are scaling back their businesses. They're doing other stuff on the side, all of that kind of stuff. So, and Empire Alchemy is one of those, which is great. Like, I'm glad that these businesses are sort of making really tough situations work for them. But it's just like what I'm thinking about. It just feels like there's some of these vendors that I love that I just feel like I might not be able to purchase from again, because with my very limited purchasing sort of budget, I suppose, these days, and their very limited pouring schedules, like, I just feel like we're not going to connect anymore. And Empire Alchemy, I feel like, is probably one of those vendors. Anyway, just a bit of an aside. So Super Tarts Graham Crackers Cola Buttercream. This one I've enjoyed. It's a good scent. Super Tarts does great cola scents. This one is not as good as like Coven and scents like that, but still nice, like creamy cola. I really enjoy that kind of scent. This one was November 20, I think, so a bit old. And I definitely think maybe the throw was kind of starting to die off on that one, but still, it did okay. Pardon me. I don't think I need to repurchase that one, but it was fun. L3 Fluff and Fold. So this is, I don't know what's in this, but I know it's like a laundry blend. I was really, really surprised by how much I enjoyed this scent, because I am not a laundry person, like, at all. I don't like the downy scents. There's so many. I mean, I'm not like I'll never melt laundry. Sometimes I don't mind a dash of linen in certain blends. I quite like Super Tarts Minerva, and I feel like this Fluff and Fold blend kind of, I won't say it smelled the same as Minerva, but I feel like it reminded me. It was just a similar sort of family, Like, it was really just, it was kind of fresh and floral, but not overly floral. Yeah, it was kind of like a springtime Super Tarts Minerva. Might not make sense, but that's just how I felt. So I really, really like this one, very surprisingly so. It threw really well. I wouldn't need a lot of it, but I would get more of this one. Did a sample that someone sent me from Swanky. So this was ice cream candy. This barely threw. Like, I got like a slight kind of sweetness, like the candy sweetness. It kind of smells a little bit like cotton candy, but it was light, and that was all I smelled. So that's not something I'd need to buy. L3 Strawberry Margarita. This one, it was so weird. So I've talked a lot on this channel about my issues with strawberry and how a lot of strawberry oils get a really weird chemical kind of smell, and it varies. So sometimes I barely smell it and I can smell the good strawberry scent, and sometimes like all I can smell is the weird chemical. It's kind of green. It's really quite unpleasant. And this one is one where I've melted it like a few times now, and I think the first time I melted it was sort of middle ground, so I could smell the strawberry bit that I didn't like so much, but it wasn't overwhelming. The second time I melted it, it was really overwhelming. This time I couldn't smell it at all. It was one of those few windows where this smelled what it was meant to smell like, and it smelled amazing. So I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to go too much into it, but I feel like there's like it's a me thing. It's not the scent. And I feel like maybe there's like a hormonal element to it, that there's just certain scents that only at certain times that they smell right. And this is just one of, like, I don't know why. It just is. It smelled amazing. It smelled like margaritas with a strawberry chat splash. Absolutely beautiful. I love margarita scents. So this one made me really happy that it smelled the way it was meant to smell. So, and it threw really strongly. So obviously I'm probably not going to repurchase it just because I can't buy scents that only smell right, like for 8 hours once a month. But, you know, at least I got to enjoy it this time. L3 Bamboo Seattle Rain and Rainstorm. Another one that I've had to note down because I absolutely freaking love this one. This was from like an earthy sampler, I think. And I think I've done Seattle Rain and Rainstorm together. So what really makes this blend magical and special is the bamboo. And I can't even describe how. It's just so aquatic and clean, but just there's this really special quality to it. I don't know the bamboo oil very well, but I just love this scent. And it really doesn't even... I'm quite familiar with Seattle Rain and Rainstorm, and I know they're in there, but they're not... I'm not getting... Seattle Rain can be very overwhelming in a blend, and so can Rainstorm, to be honest, and that neither of them are doing that here. They're just perfect background. Absolutely blissful. There's a slight woody tone in there as well, but it's very unique. It's like it's bamboo. So yeah, love this. Definitely need to get a lot more of that one. It throws very well as well. So I finished off this Trig Tart from L3 in Mango Sorbet. I will say that both, I did it in 2 blends this week just because, I don't know, that's what I wanted to do. But I will say I don't think that this was throwing very strongly because both of the blends, one of the blends didn't throw very well altogether, and then the other blend, the other oil just kind of mostly was the strong part. So I did pineapple and mango sorbet. Now I have had problems with getting good throw out of L3's pineapple as well. So I wasn't entirely surprised about that. It was sort of light to medium, this combo. It did smell really good, but yeah, it was light. Even smelling the pineapple here, it is light. Like, I can smell it, but it's not a strong scent. So, I probably should not have done this. I did this combo in my lounge room, which is like my most sort of difficult area to fill. It's quite open and stuff. So I probably shouldn't have done it in that room in hindsight. But anyway, I do want to get a combo of mango and pineapple. So I might... Maybe I'll try Kay. Kay has my favourite mango sorbet and some of my favourites. She's got multiple pineapple oils that are all amazing. So maybe I'll try like a combo in that space. But yeah, I wouldn't get these again. The other combo I did with the mango sorbet was with L3's raspberry, adipose and zucchini bread. So this, I partially got this custom bag because I wanted to blend this scent with mango sorbet. But yeah, that L3 mango sorbet, again, I mostly smelled this. I could barely smell the other. So I might have to go digging and see if I've got any mango, because I really just want to do an epic mango sorbet raspberry zucchini bread combo. And I think I finished my K mango sorbet. I don't think I have any of that left. I might have some That Smell Good shop mango sorbet. So maybe I have to go digging because I've only got 2 more pieces of this. And I really want to use at least one of those pieces on a mango sorbet combo. So love this scent. Just know that it will go really well with mango sorbet once I get the right one. I will say with this combo though, I've had it like on its own. The raspberry is a touch floral. So I do prefer this with raspberry whip instead of raspberry. But that said, when you blend it, you don't get that sort of floraliness. Rose Girls Pina Colada. So this is lemon poppy seed cake, pina colada marshmallow smoothie. Love this. I feel like I don't get a huge amount of the lemon poppy seed cake. I do think it maybe just oofs the blend, like adding a little bit of lemon to like a pina colada scent, you know. But it is, to me, it is mostly pina colada, but it is still a really, really nice scent. it threw really well for maybe 3 to 4 hours. So I remember when it was first on, because the first few times I melted this blend, I was like, oh, it doesn't throw very well. But I realized that I think I was checking it out after it had melted for a few hours. And the thing about Rose Girls in my house, it's here for a good time, not a long time. Like 4 hours is kind of where a lot of Rose Girls blends cap out for me. And that's fine. I do prefer my wax to last longer. Like most of my wax lasts longer than that. So that's just my preference. So yeah, this one kind of only went for 4 hours, but it did throw really well for that 4 hours and it smelled delicious. So I very much enjoyed it. I might get this one again. I'm not sure if I'm going to go in. Obviously, it's a long time away, but when the Mario melters come up later this year, if I do go in, I would get that blend again. Blueberry Peach Lemonade from Savannah Blue. So this is blueberries, fresh peach slices, and lemonade. Loved this so much. Amazing fruity combo. I would never have expected blueberry and peach to smell so good together, but they do. And the sharpness of the lemonade just brings it all together. So this is not an overly sweet blend. It's definitely sweet fruits, but it is so good. It is super strong too. Probably one of the strongest scents I've had from Savannah Blue. I would definitely get this one again if I had the opportunity. Again, Savannah Blue, another one of those brands that is scaling back the business. Me scaling back the purchasing. It's going to be tricky, but loved that. Rose Girls, I Need a Vacation. So this one is Gilligan's Brew Pina Colada Strawberry Raspberry Guava Marshmallow Smoothie. I think I liked this better than I have previous melts just because I melted it on a really warm afternoon. Like we've had a few very summer-like days the last week, and it just was the right thing for the day. So, yeah, so I definitely think I enjoyed it more this time than I have previously, but it still isn't like a crazy favourite. I don't really pick up the Gilligan's Brew. I feel like I just get a sweet, like a marshmallow smoothie heavy fruity combo. Definitely more strawberry raspberry guava than the pina colada, but both are there. Yeah, it's not bad. It's a fine fruity combo, but it's just not like anything outrageously special. Again, it threw pretty well, probably for maybe 2 hours, and then it sort of died off a bit. So probably not a repurchase, that one, but it was okay. And the last of the empties before I go on to the other stuff. So a strawberry pound cake pie crust. This one from the strawberry pound cake sampler. It's okay. It's not a favorite. Pie crust is not a favorite oil of mine. Often, a lot of the times, I can't smell it at all. This time, I could smell it, but it's just a buttery kind of scent, like buttery kind of slightly pastry-like scent, which I suppose is what a pie crust smells like. But I'm just not big into it. So while I love the strawberry pound cake, I just felt that the pie crust didn't really work for me in here. So yeah. Probably not a repurchase. I do have another one because I got 2 samplers and it'll be fine. Although I could throw some other bakery scent in there, it would probably smell good as well. So that's that. It did throw well. Alright, so now I just have one blend and then a few things that I melted from the first time. So I did raspberry whip from L3 with brown sugar pound cake and fresh baked bread. I don't know why. I was just like, I wanted to do a bakery combo with the raspberry whip, and these were 2 treat tarts that I found, and it was really nice. I think the brown sugar pound cake came out more than the fresh baked bread. I did roughly a third of each. But yeah, I didn't smell a lot of fresh baked bread in there, but I did smell like a nice sweet cakey note with the raspberry whip. It smelled really good. The raspberry whip, for some reason, sometimes I think that, it's not really a bakery blend scent, but it does. It goes really well with bakery scents, especially nice dense ones. So this was a nice combo. Through well. I would probably play around with these again. Maybe either, if I wanted to get more fresh baked bread, I'd put more in, or maybe I'll just stick to doing these 2 together. And maybe putting a bit more of the brown sugar pound cake because I feel like I was enjoying that with the raspberry. Berry Sweet from Super Tarts. This was Hermione, I think. So this is strawberries, sweetened cereals, marshmallows, sugary milk, strawberry cannoli. Unfortunately, this one's a no. The strawberry smells a little bit funky, so like to what I was describing before with strawberries. I will say Super Tart strawberry doesn't always go all the way, it doesn't go as strongly into that funky smell as others do, but it still doesn't smell quite right. But this one, there's just a really weird creaminess to it that I just don't love. And it does smell quite artificial as well. So yeah, this one, not a fan. I did suspect that I wasn't going to love it because I have had it in a blend. And I feel like the blend, I can't remember what the blend was, but it was a scent that I do like with this. And I just felt like, maybe it didn't quite gel. So yeah, not a repurchase. I might put this one in like my purge pile because I just don't feel like it was a love for me. And sorry, I've like taken a chunk out of my hand somehow, just a tiny one, but enough to like really feel itchy and irritating. I'm kind of cheating a bit, I think, because the last 3 scents I have had before, but each of them was my first go at melting from that particular bag, and I feel like most of them I haven't had in a while. So I mean, I'm trying not to be too hard and fast with this whole rule of, you know, I used to go through everything I melted and now I only go through the firsts and finished. If there's stuff I want to talk about, I think I'm just going to have to pull it into the video and talk about it. Sometimes it's hard because in my brain, like if I say, oh, this is how I'm going to do it, it becomes like a hard and fast rule. I'm like, no, I can't talk about, anyway, I'm rambling, but you know, these are just the things that go on in my brain that are just completely unimportant in the scheme of things. So this is Super Tarts It's Always Tea Time. Love that label. So this is Earl Grey tea cakes, it's tea and cakes, peppermint swizzle sticks and whipped cream. So I remember being really surprised with this one. I mean, I love tea and cakes, don't get me wrong, but I'm not normally a peppermint fan, and I really just couldn't picture how tea and cakes would go with peppermint. But this one smells really, really good. And it smells exactly like those things. It smells like tea and cakes and a creamy peppermint. But somehow, even though my brain still can't quite fathom it, it works. It just works. And the peppermint, peppermint can be so problematic for me, but this just smells so good. So I love this one. It always throws well. I would definitely repurchase that one. The Red Room from Ebony Violet. So this is black sugar type cashmere cedar vanilla lace. This is one of my absolute favorite blends from Ebony Violet. It is incredibly good. I've only had it before in like a little shot cup. I bought it like when she was selling the 2-ounce shot cups, and I was blown away by how good it was. It just the sexy black sugar, which is like a little bit leather-like, but it's not overly so. Like, it's a really well blended scent. And then you can kind of smell the sort of fresh, almost body care, like slightly woody kind of elements from the cashmere cedar. And the vanilla lace just really transforms it. Vanilla lace can be a little bit hit and miss for me in blends, but this blend is such a hit. It's just the perfect, it's just got like this little, it's got it like, there's a sexiness and like a deepness to it, but it's also very feminine. It's just one of the best kind of, I feel like there's a lot of blends out there that try to kind of do that combo of, you know, kind of sexy and dark, but also feminine and girly, and none of them hit the mark the way this one does. So love this. And this was honestly, I still like marvel at it, just how gorgeous this and how like well done this snap bar was. Really pretty. And Ebony Violet's wax tends to get very smudgy. It's very soft. This one's actually holding up pretty well. So this scent I would get again. It threw well. I just adore that one. And then the last one I have this week is Ebony Violet Daughter of Fire. So this one is, sorry, I keep checking the time. Tobacco leaf, caramelized sugar, Palo Santo wood, toasted marshmallow, smoldering woods, fire roasted vanilla. I think I've had this one before, but I don't remember having it before. So let's just consider it me starting from scratch. It smelled amazing. I actually almost wish I was melting it tonight. I haven't talked about it in this video. They'll be in next week's, but I've got a bunch of sort of smoldering bonfire-y scents going tonight because it's a little bit on the cooler side, and this would be perfect. Perfect. It's perfect. Just the right amount of smokiness, right amount of woods, a bit of sweetness and light. It is really, really beautiful. The throw was sort of medium to high, but I really enjoyed it, and I would definitely get it again. That's it. That's everything that I melted this week. I feel like this video kind of ran on a bit. Maybe I rambled too much. I don't know. I am sort of pushing through and finishing a lot, which is good. I guess when you've got less new stuff to start, you can just finish wax. So yeah, I am having a mental blank. What am I going to say? I hope you're all doing well, and I'll talk to you all again soon. Good night. Bye.